Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Inside Fitness Radio presents Total Fitness Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Matthew.
I'm Walter.
And obviously, before we start, we've had about a week and a half, 2-week layoff here. So just kind of update you on what both myself and Walter have been doing. Well, Walter, you did the more exciting thing. So why don't you start off?
I don't know, man. After looking at the pictures of what you did, I think yours is pretty exciting too. But I've been away for over a week. I left Toronto with 160 bike riders for the People Living with AIDS Association. And we rode our bikes to Montreal over the course of 5 days, which was an amazing, amazing experience. We camped. It just amazing, sharing meals with 160 people and more, because there were people who were taking care of us as well, riding all our clothes and our tents to the next campsite and that sort of thing. But it was amazing. We raised $1.5 million, and I'm going to be doing it again next year. It's been going on for 25 years. I was riding with experienced riders who had done it for 20 plus years, and neophytes like myself. So it was a great week.
Yeah.
Canada's beautiful. Gotta say it.
Well, that will lead me into mine. I was on definitely not as long, but I was on a hike up through Panorama Ridge, Black Tusk, did some camping up there, took a few days off just to actually experience, again, the beauty of Canada, unbelievable views, and quite a hard hike after not having that much weight on my back for so long and doing that big of an incline. About 1,500-meter incline with 60-ish pounds on my back because, of course, I went with my fiance and her friend, and who was the pack mule. So a lot of fun, but we are back and we are heading into the end of summer, going into the fall time, which I don't mind it. I love fall. Fall and Halloween are like my favorite times of the year. So, and then after that is Christmas, so even better for me. But no, I definitely don't mind the cooler weather coming in and the crisp autumn air and the leaves falling, pumpkins, and I'm very happy. But we have some big things going on soon that we are working on with Total Fitness, and we'll announce that sooner or later. It will be sooner rather than later, but just keep in mind there is some things coming your way. Anyways, what we are talking about today is I kind of just stumbled across this last night on TikTok or 2 days ago, and you see it all the time. You see this video of this celebrity who maybe has a little bit more body fat on them, maybe isn't the definition of a supermodel, still very good looking woman though, but isn't necessarily the definition of supermodel, crazy hot, oh my God, she is perfect, wow, get her on the cover of every single magazine. This is what a real woman looks like. This is what a real woman looks like. Emphasis on the real woman looks like. And I saw this TikTok specifically about Camila Cabello because she's obviously gained some weight. Still, again, beautiful woman. There's nothing wrong with her, but she's gained weight, and people have started saying that she is a real woman now because she's gained weight. And this led me to think, what is the definition of a real woman? Not in the gender dysphoria sense or anything like that. We're not touching on that. What I'm touching on is, why are we discrediting people? Why the hell are we discrediting people for hard work if they are in the gym every day with a six-pack abs? That's crazy. To me, that's still a real woman. And then somebody who's maybe a bit more overweight, that's still a real woman. Somebody who's obese, still a real woman. Why does something have to be real or not to actually appreciate the work that they put into their body or the lack thereof? So that's what we're talking about today.
How do you define what real is? And besides the chromosomal stuff that we are not going to go into, I think it says a lot of negative about society that we have these people who think they have the place to do this, to say who is real and who is not, to say what to say that their idea of beauty is the only idea of beauty necessary, and TikTok guy, I'm sure we're talking about the same TikTok guy who says, this is what this guy says, but this is what I say. I want a woman who can carry bags and do things and all that. And he's great. But I mean, more than that, on Twitter, there's a disturbing trend now that there's the guess who was hot in the 80s and now look at them. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you know that time passes? Do you know that we age as time goes on?
Well,
How
that's
old are
it.
you? And you think that you're not going to be part of this?
Yeah.
Of course, they show people who are extreme.
Well, that's like the trend of the bodybuilder. Look at this bodybuilder when he stopped working out and stopped taking his supplements and he stopped eating and training to be a bodybuilder. Look at him now. Oh my God, he still is very muscular, just less muscular. Like,
Or is carrying more body fat
well,
because
or
he's
yeah,
not lean
exactly.
down.
You can't be 4% year round. But this insecurity that people have of themselves that then projects onto other people. Like, I remember, I'm trying to think of her name, some bikini, Miss Bikini Olympia a couple years back. It wasn't Courtney King.
Mm.
It was the one before her. I can't remember her name, but anyways, Miss Bikini Olympia. She ended up like she's now posting on TikTok. And she's showing like her routine and like how lean she is. That's disgusting. No woman should have abs. That's not a real woman. Real women have curves. Real women have this. And it's not, yes, there are a lot of men who are saying this because they feel insecure. In my opinion, they feel insecure that they can't
That's
get that
it.
woman.
They're insecure because they need to feel like they're the alpha.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't want an alpha woman because they're not a real woman.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, that's too muscular for it to be feminine.
Yeah.
Or and it's like, okay, that's wrong. But but there's that insecurity from men. But it seems like there's so much more insecurity in those comment sections by women who are trying to feel better about themselves. So they trash other women. The same thing happens whenever you see a dude on TikTok who's posing without a shirt on. The first thing is like, if he's somewhat cut, if he's somewhat lean, if he has some muscle, if he looks better than you, he's on steroids. Maybe he is. Who gives a shit?
He's a thirst trap on steroids.
Yeah. And it's like, who gives a shit if he's on steroids or not? He still looks incredible. So you're going to trash him for, and my favorite thing is, even better yet is that, do you prefer a six-pack or a dad bod? And everybody says dad bod because a six-pack man doesn't know how to treat you well. His whole personality is the gym, and he probably has a small wiener.
I don't know what change rooms those guys have been in, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I I don't know. It's we need to always put down those who we perceive to be in a better position than us.
Yeah.
If they're richer, well, there's something wrong. If they are leaner, well, there's something wrong. If they got a more beautiful wife / husband, whatever, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
They must be rich because they wouldn't have that wife if they weren't rich.
Yeah, that's
all that stuff, which speaks badly of him and speaks badly of her that she's only with him for the money.
Yeah.
Notwithstanding Marilyn Monroe quotations, which I could give you. But it's a shame that we must put others down to make ourselves feel better.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that specifically, again, there's this couple on TikTok where the guy is not the standard, I guess, of, the male toxicity or whatever the hell you want to call it. He's still like, he seems like he would be a funny guy. He like, from what I've seen from him, he has a good personality. His wife's obviously very good looking, and the comment section is just like, oh man, you must have a lot of money. Oh, she's only there because she is actually from a different country. Oh, she must be there for the green card. And she's like, well, no, I already have that. We've been married actually for 6 years. Already had the green card. Already had this. Actually, no, I also work. I actually buy my own things.
Yeah.
Like, can you not just be, when people comment on others, this is the main thing, is it's an insecurity of themselves, which I get, but why do we have to be that way? That's what I have a hard time understanding when it comes to this point, is like, are you so sad in your own life? And that's really what it comes down to. Are you so insecure and sad in your own life that you have to trash others just to feel a glimmer of hope because you can't make it out?
Well, I hate to say it, but social media does that. Social media has created a circle where we show only our perfect life. Therefore, others who do not have that perfect life can be jealous. Because they're jealous, they're going to make horrible comments about it. We're going to feel bad and we're going to make comments back. And it's just going to grow this level of hatred. And it's hatred. It's like, I'm going to get you for looking the way you look. I'm going to get you for having something I don't have. Instead of, well, what do I need to do to maybe get that? How can I achieve more? How can I be more? Because it's easier to sit in the dark in front of your computer and type negativity at people, throw shit at people,
Mhm.
than it is to actually try to change yourself. And you and I know that. We're constantly working on positivity and mental imagery. But there are those people I know who have been told off for being too positive. That is toxic positivity, which we talked about.
Yeah.
How insane.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely is toxic positivity, and we have talked about that. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like, people don't want to see happiness because they are unhappy. But again, that just comes down to themselves. There's nothing you can change about somebody if, and this is kind of it. I mean, when you do have these tons of hate comments, I hope that these people that see them or that posted the original video or photo or whatever, I hope that they are in a good spot with their mentality and their mindset and appreciate themselves and love themselves, because that shit can drag you down. That stuff will drag you down,
Totally.
and it will
Yes.
make you hate yourself if you are not, you know, in the right state of mind. Whereas the ones who are in the right state of mind, they love, let's be real, I love getting that stuff. I love getting those hate comments because A, it helps with my engagement and it's fun to troll them back. And I know that who gives a shit? You are some random person on the internet that I would never come across in my life. Why do I care what you think? What I care about is what my fiance thinks. I care what Walter thinks. I care what my parents think. I care what my clients think of me. And that's why they are my clients. So if I post a video of like, hey, this is what you do, you should do for your coaching, or sorry, this is what you should do for your training, and I get a comment, well, that doesn't work for women. I don't care about your opinion. I don't want to sit there and change your minds because I showed you all the facts. I showed you this study. I gave you an explanation of why it does work. I'm not going to waste my time doing that because you're so closed off and so close minded that you would just rather hate on me than actually come up with a solution for yourself.
Mhm.
And that's really what it comes down to.
Try the new thing.
That's pretty much
That's
it.
all it is. But if
Yeah.
they don't want to do that, they're not going to. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and we can't, the people who seem to have done best with lots of engagement on social media and happy lives are the ones who go in, they put their posts in, and they don't pay attention to what's coming back at them. They don't read it. Don't read your reviews. If
Yeah.
you're an actor, it's best not to read what the critics think about your movie or your play, because you're going to get all the opinions. But if you have 10 good opinions and one negative opinion, the only one that's going to stick in your mind is the negative.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't want to look at that kind of engagement on my social media either.
Yeah. You pick your good top 5 friends, you ask them for the opinion, no BS. They'll give you a straight up answer, right?
Yeah.
And that's all you need. So that's all it comes down to, really. Don't be a dick. Seems like a running theme here at Total
Yeah.
Fitness. But no, reality, like, there is no such thing as a real man or a woman. Like, if you are doing what you want to do and you're on your progression, you're on your journey, then all the power to you. I don't care if you've gained a bit of weight. I don't care if you've lost a little bit of weight. If you are happy with who you are, that's all that really matters. But again, we're in a stage where there's so many people that aren't. So work on that.
Yeah. If you're not happy, if you're insecure and you're not happy, then you're the one who needs to work. Don't worry about the people who've done the work
Yeah,
and what they are or aren't. Just figure out why you're unhappy. Do something about it.
that'd be too hard. Anyways, guys,
Well,
quick
I'm
one
being
for
too
you today.
positive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it for today. Just a nice little quick one. We got more guests. We got more topics coming your way. think our next one is going to be a little bit of an interesting one. Another social media phenomenon. Actually, the next couple that we're just doing ourselves without our guests are going to be social media based, but popularity in the news right now, certain people.
Yes.
So we kind of touched on it this one, but we'll get more in depth on the next one. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below.
Please
Message
go
us.
down.
You know where we are, here and here. And yeah, stay tuned. We got some more episodes coming your way. Stay safe.
Stay breezy.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.